Before I ask you about Lauren, I was going to ask you just about the team in general. How do you think you guys look going into this week?
Yeah, we had a good weekend last weekend. RPI did a good job, putting some pressure on us in some certain situations. I thought we handled ourselves pretty well and just continued with our game plan and just basically looked to get the job done.
And I asked you this last week too, but with all the experience you guys have, especially last year's team getting a chance to play in the Frozen Four, how can that be a benefit when you get to these kind of games because they know what it's like to play in pressure games?
Yeah, exactly. Our players, over the years, especially our seniors, have played in some big games. They know what to expect. They know how to prepare for those games, and they're able to kind of relay that message on down to the young kids on exactly what to expect. Especially when you're playing in like a tournament style like this, it's a little bit different than your normal weekend. So to have players that have gone through it really helps the younger kids out a lot.
And this may be overhyped a little bit, but I was curious, having a guy that was on Princeton's staff a year ago, is that any kind of an advantage when you're getting ready to play them in a game?
I don't know. It's a new year. Obviously they probably do some different things this year than they did last year, but I'm sure it's exciting for him and their team and everything too.
As far as Lauren goes, some of the younger players too, how has she changed from last year to this year that you've seen? I mean, her numbers are kind of consistent, but what areas of growth have you seen as a player from her this year?
Yeah, I think just her overall game. I think she understands our systems and what we're looking for a little bit better this year, and she really this year's asked a lot of questions on how she can get better in certain situations, how she can play in certain situations. Little things like that have really made a big difference in her game.
And toughness-wise too, like obviously Princeton's an interesting game because I was here when she crashed into the boards and it looked like she was done for the day, and then she comes back and scores 2 goals. What do you admire about just her grittiness and stuff?
I was, to be honest with you, I was surprised. She went into the boards pretty hard. It didn't look good, when she was getting to the bench and that. And like I said, I was really surprised that she was able to get back into the game. But again, it's just, I think the competitiveness that she has, that's what it is. She just wants to get back into the game. She wants to help her teammates out and do the best she can for everyone.
And the players like her and some of the other sophomores, obviously next year they're going to make that transition where they become juniors, and some of them probably have letters on their jerseys and stuff. How do you like just this class's development in general, the sophomore class?
Yeah, they've done a great job. Obviously, as freshmen, they came in and contributed right away, and obviously this year they've done the same. So it's they've taken steps in their game, like I spoke about with Lauren. A lot of them have done the same. As far as understanding exactly what we want, how critical each little play is throughout the games and that. So they're starting to understand that a little bit more, because when they're upperclassmen, they're going to have to be the ones to kind of relay that down onto the underclassmen. So you need them to kind of buy in now, understand how important those things are, and to kind of take those next steps forward as leaders, to kind of relay the message on down to the young kids.